Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line
on the return.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 05 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team that wins.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Here's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. To throw, it's Brady.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Operating from the gun. Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes the flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Again, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken a 1st quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Is good.
Extra point put through by Succo, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Washington, nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Danny Johnson returning. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Smith throwing again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, Smith. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Washington nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 more yards. Antoine Winfield on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They run the counter. It's Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Smith on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal.
Toss left for Barber. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Peyton Barber taking it in. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Looking downfield for Godwin, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Smith, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Past the 20. Yeah! And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Suck up for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Smith on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Smith. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in? It's caught at the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jadon Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do it.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Given 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
4-yard line.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again.
Brady. Targeting Godwin once more, this time complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Brady's throw complete there to Evans.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He hits Grownski on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
First and goal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington 13.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught, Grownski. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now Brady, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
13. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Levante David. He's at the 30, the 20, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returning it, Johnson.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. at their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 20.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
J.D. McKissick.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2 at their 49-yard line.
To the air again, Smith. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Come on now, let's make it happen.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 30.
To throw again, Smith. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
Complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kelvin Harmon, 33 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
J.Don Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Smith now to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now it's Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.